So today we're back with the long-awaited series, Extreme Love. Last time we had a guy who was basically this Zelda-looking character's human slave, and today we have an apple that doesn't fall far from that very same fucked up tree in the Kink Kingdom. We're bringing a whole new meaning to the term doggy style today, my people. Here we have Tony McWin, aka Tony Bark, who chooses to spend his life as a human pup, as he calls it. That's right, this man loves to get dressed up and pretend he's everyone's favorite mutt. And yes, this is a man, or a dog. I don't know, there's some type of transition going on here and I'm not completely sure. But nonetheless, Mr. Bark explains that pet play is basically when a person wants to mimic an animal's various behaviors. He talks about how he's been doing this type of stuff for his entire life. When other kids were acting like dinosaurs and sharks, it was all good, it was all normal. But then he never really grew out of that phase, and here he is today winning Best in Show.
Imagine if the easiest way to delight your wife is you just throw a ball across the room. Relationships wouldn't fail anymore if that's all you had to do. People come to my house and they see my ribbons and they say, oh, you've won all these ribbons at dog shows, but they rarely ask if I'm the dog.
Tony has won various contests for his costumes. This is his boyfriend who calls himself Tony's husband in training. They actually met on Halloween night when Tony was still a she, and Tony was already dressed up like a cat for Halloween at that time, and I guess it was really kink at first sight with these two. Tony puts together these Donnie Darko looking masks, and I actually think that they're pretty cool looking. They're kinda creepy, but I guess after seeing so much wild shit, I'm starting to open up to the lives of people like this. He says this kink in particular involves a lot of restrictive leather, such as leashes, harnesses, and gloves. Doesn't Rihanna have a song about this kind of shit? I wouldn't be surprised if she partakes. This woman seems like a real freak. And I won't even get into what he does with his tail of his right here.
My responsibility is similar to the responsibility with a regular dog.
I'm a regular dog, I'm just different.
Okay. I hang out and I provide him with lots of attention and tell him he's a good boy. That's basically 90% of it.
I am a good boy.
So these two definitely have a very complex relationship. They actually have quite a few dogs of their own who must be very confused from time to time on who's the owner and who's the pet. And this is where the documentary starts to get really weird as we get to kind of see the kink in action. This woman, Anne, is the owner of the LA Pony and Critter Club, where people within the kink community can come around to let out their inner desires to act like their favorite animals. And I'm not kidding, she's been running this place since 2009, and it seems like she's making some absolute bank.
The purpose of the LA Pony and Critter Club is to provide a safe space for people to explore and experience animal role play. It's the best moment of my life. Oh, this is the best moment of my life. And easy to walk.
This man is literally playing a horse. I mean, I guess it's not the worst animal you could be compared to, but Jesus Christ, it must get hot inside that leather suit of his. He looks like some sort of fucked up horny superhero. You know there's some sick twisted billionaire who likes to get involved in this shit. Imagine you finally get that dream call, you get called into the executive's office, and he says you have to put on this to get the deal done. What's your next move, son?
A play date. They're informal. They can be everything from 3 people to 25 people. I like the performance art. I like the detail. I like creating ballet with my animals.
Jesus Christ, get a stable, people. I'll be here all week.
Hey, funny guy! I got a joke for you! What smells rotten and puts people to sleep?
Noxious gas?
No! Your act!
And so the lovely couple takes a trip over to the kink farm and they start getting all set up. This is yet another extreme couple who claims that their kink is not a sexual one, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm convinced because the boyfriend would just be so obsessed with control at that point. Tony explains that what gets him going isn't even dressing up like the dog, but it's really just being on all fours and acting like a dog. And as for the partner, he really just loves to command him and see him dress up as he wants. So basically he's this guy's little bitch.
Dogs experience the world through a lens of pure joy that I don't think other animals have. Maybe dolphins, but I feel like that pet play would be much harder. Hey, no, don't get me by my tail. I'll bite you.
What have I got here? What have I got here?
Oh, give me that.
And then he just starts frolicking around like a dog. Damn, this dude must be fucking great at bear crawls, by the way. Someone put him on the local varsity football team. His hands must be similar to that of an old Asian woman who gives handjobs for $20 at your local massage parlor.
Drop it.
I enjoy running around, I enjoy tug of war, I enjoy fetch, very typical dog activities. Anything a dog can do, a human can do.
And let me just say that this woman Ann just happens to be an absolute genius. Forget Apple, forget Uber, forget Amazon. How do I invest in this shit? I'm about to go buy a nice patch of rural land out somewhere, get a leather sewing machine, and I'm about to open up a whole kink kingdom. A place where all the kinks can come and feel welcome to their new home at JAMARI Kinks. We got whips, we got chains, we got saran wrap. Hey look, I'm not here to judge. Here at JAMARI's Kinks, we got you covered. And I gotta say, these costumes are actually really well done. And he says that acting like a dog is actually some of the best exercise that you can get.
Pet play is, first of all, great exercise. It's a lot of fun. CrossFit has nothing on pet play.
He says within his kink club they do fox hunts, dog shows, herding events, but for the most part he just loves to be man's best friend. His parents and whole family doesn't even know exactly what he does. I mean, they know he's kinky, but they don't know exactly how. I mean, I guess not until now that he literally made a documentary about this shit. But maybe these people aren't so bad at all. I mean, they aren't hurting anyone, they're supporting open-mindedness, and they at least seem pretty healthy, at least physically. So, in my book, they're pretty A-okay. But I will say, I wouldn't ever want to even be in the presence of these freaks, and they might need a little bit of therapy. But it's all good in the hood. I want to thank you guys for watching as always. Please drop a like on the video for the boy. I will be reading your comments down below like always, so yeah, be sure to drop a little comment for me as well, and follow me on my social medias at JAMARI Speaks. Once again, just want to thank you guys for watching.